Then, how does you being of Russian origin boost your film career or hinder your film career? Well, this is a very good question because it's very interesting. I'm not really Russian, actually. I was born in Soviet Union, but it's interesting for you and for people to know that the people who were born in Soviet Union, they are not all Russians, you know, and if people who are speaking Russian, Russian is my mother tongue, so native Russian speaking people, they're not all Russians, and they're not all blonde with blue eyes, you know. I'm laughing because in France, people have this cliche sometimes. Everyone has cliche. So, you know, in the Soviet Union, there were a lot of melting pot. All the people were really like mixed, and I was born in Central Asia, in Kyrgyzstan. Now it's independent. It's an independent republic. And then I immigrated to Israel, then to Belgium, and then to France, and now I'm living in France, and I created my family in France. I have my children in France. I'm married here. Well, my husband is not French, but that's normal. It's like yeah, I'm an immigrant anyway. So it's hard now to explain, because when before the war started, for example, before Russia invaded Ukraine, 3 years ago, it's already 3 years ago, it's been 3 years ago, I was saying, like, you know, it's difficult to explain to people all what I'm just saying you. So I was saying, oh yeah, I'm from Russian origin. And so people, they were like pointing, okay, she's from the East, Russia is big, and so, you know, she's from there. But actually, and currently, it's not really true. And so that's why I'm really pointing where do I come from and my background, because it's important for me as a person and also as an artist. So just to answer the question, I feel like very international now because I live in France. Like I told you, I traveled in several countries, but I immigrated. Actually, it wasn't traveling for fun or for work. I immigrated several times, and not in easy circumstances. And then my husband, he's Brazilian, but lived in Spain and in Germany. I mean, also like an immigrant living in Europe. So we are like two immigrants living in France. It's a good country for that, for immigrants, you know, and having children born in France. So actually now, if we are talking about this conflict, it's true that it blocked a lot of projects. With Russia. I had a documentary project with Russia. Of course, it's blocked for the moment because of the political situation. But also for me, it's very important as a human being, you know, and an artist, engaged artist, to defend my point of views. And I cannot just pretend, you know, and accept when something is wrong. And so I have many friends in Ukraine also, and I know very well a lot of people in Russia and who fled and whatever, but we're not here to talk about that. But I mean, of course, maybe it blocks sometimes some projects, but on the other way, it pushes me to create other scripts, other projects, other encounters with other people, you know. And it's like, it's life. When there is a conflict, it pushes you on another path and makes you make other things, you know, differently maybe, or maybe things you wouldn't have done. But at the same time, it blocks you for some other projects. But maybe it will be done on another way or in another time. So I'm always trying to be straight in my ideas and defending things in my movies, so that's why. But I don't like being very teaching people, oh, this is good, this is bad, because it's not true. It's never black or white. So it's like in this movie, I think it's quite universal anyway, you know. Now I'm working on another script, another film, also with very important subjects, but not, you know, I'm not pointing exactly the conflicts and the countries, because for me it doesn't make sense, because I mean there are so many conflicts and the basis it's in general the same. So I think that the universality, when it's universal, this is the best for art and for the audience, and to be understood and to be followed.